Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast. My name is Amir. Thank you for listening on Spotify and Apple. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. I'm on my path to 2,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. And welcome back to another post game Miami Heat show. This one's going to be short. And the Miami Heat just destroyed and absolutely demolished the Portland Trailblazers 142-82 for a 60-point victory. That has to be the largest margin of victory in the NBA season this year. That is the largest margin of victory for the Miami Heat in its franchise. The Miami Heat are so back, and we're going to win the championship. No one can stop us. I'm just kidding again, but huge, huge victory for the Miami Heat to show that they are actually tired and said, this is enough. We're not going to lose to these horrible teams. We're not going to play a close game against the Detroit Pistons. We're not going to lose like we lost to the Wizards. We need to put our foot down and we need to dominate. And we did. And we were still shorthanded, which was good. But I mean, it didn't really matter because Portland had half of their team out. But even with a full team, we still should have beat the crap out of them by like 15 or 20, even if they had literally half their team, which was out. So boring game, but I watched every single minute because the Miami Heat have had like zero blowouts all year long. So that was satisfying. That was also satisfying because we beat the Portland Trailblazers by 60. And so that's an FU to Joe Cronin directly for being patient and taking emotion out of it. And so we just want to say FU Joe Cronin. And I wish we had Damian Lillard on this team. That sucks, but either way, I'm happy that the largest margin of victory against any franchise was against Joe Cronin's Portland Trailblazers. That was super satisfying. Either way, this game was wild. I mean, the Miami Heat just absolutely destroyed them. They were up by 10 after the first quarter. The Heat got off to a semi-slow start and were down by like 6 or 7 points in that first quarter. And in my mind, I was like, this can't happen again. There's no firepower. Jeremy Grant was out. Shaden Sharp was out. Anthony Simons was out. Some guy named Kamara or whoever he was out. So they figured it out. Took a 10-point lead going into the second quarter, 29-19. Second quarter, the Miami Heat scored 45 points, which is insane. That has to be a high, like the highest mark in a quarter. Maybe we had one higher, maybe against the Cavs recently, but I don't remember. But either way, we outscored them 45-21 alone in that second quarter. So the game was completely out of hand, and we destroyed them. We beat them by double digits in every single quarter. I mean, which is most evident because in order to win by 60, you have to freaking outscore the other team a lot each quarter. Third quarter outscored them 33-23. Fourth quarter 35-19. Unreal. The Heat hit a lot of milestones in this game as well. So again, franchise record for points or margin of victory in a game. This was a franchise record for assists in the first quarter, or for a quarter, 16 points or 16 assists. Jesus Christ, can't even talk. The most assists for a half, 24, and the most assists for a game, 41 assists. We were moving that ball around, getting everybody involved, and it was a thing of beauty. 41 assists, franchise record. Amazing. Two franchise record, or I mean, technically 4 franchise records broken. But yeah, that's incredible. Season high in 3-pointers made, 21. Field goals made, season high, 54. And fast break points, 30. And also season high of scoring 142 points. That's the second time we've done that this season. So not much to talk about, but let's look at the box score real quick. Patty Mills played 28 minutes, 17 points, 1 assist, 5 for 8 from the field. Good job, Patty. Finally, efficient field goal percentage. 2 for 5 from 3, 5 for 5 from the line, 4 steals, only 1 turnover. So good for you. Terry Rozier, Inefficient from 2, but very efficient from 3. 27 minutes, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 not very inefficient, but 8 for 17 from the field, 6 for 10 from 3. He had 1 steal, 1 turnover. Terry was great tonight. Bam Adebayo, almost a triple-double. 26 minutes. He did everything, especially in that first half. 21 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 9 for 12. Super efficient. 2 for 3 from 3 and 1 for 3 from the free throw line. He needs to clean that shit up still. 1 block, 2 steals, 4 turnovers. I mean, he had the ball in his hands a lot, but 9 assists, that's amazing. Jimmy Butler played after coming back from that illness, that head cold, on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was. It was Tuesday when we played the Warriors. He played 25 minutes and 8 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 for 4 from the field. Didn't need to do anything, obviously. The game was so out of hand in that second quarter. 1 for 3 from 3, 3 for 3 from the line, 1 steal, no turnovers. Nikola Jovic, surprised he only played 17 minutes. I don't know why they didn't put him in garbage time over like a Highsmith and Hawkes. Just to give him more reps. But 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. Had 3 steals. Nico's getting a lot better on the defensive end. So good to see. Highsmith off the bench, 28 minutes. The bench played a lot. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 7 for 9 from the field, 5 for 6 from 3, man. 1 for 3 from the line, 1 steal. He's been killing it. He's been crushing it off the bench. We know he's a locksmith typically, but he's been scoring. That's been great. Jaime Jaquez, good game, solid game. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. God, everybody has so many assists. That's wild. 6 for 9 from the field. He was 0 for 1 from 3. He had 1 steal, no turnovers. DeLon Wright, 21 minutes, only 5 points, 1 assist, still struggling from the field offensively. 2 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, had 1 steal. Jamal Cain got some garbage minutes, 12 minutes, 3 points, 3 assists. The big 3 to put the Heat up by 60 to end the game. So that was satisfying. Caleb Martin, only 9 minutes, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. But then the man off the bench, the man of the hour, Thomas freaking Bryant, 22 minutes, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 11 for 17 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 3 for 4 from the line, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 0 turnovers. What a game. He was an energizer off that bench, even though the game was already out of hand. But good to see him in there. He had multiple dunks, 1 huge dunk at the end of the game, had an alley-oop, hit a 3 like I mentioned. It was a great game for Thomas Bryant to show out against the no-name Portland Trailblazers out there. But either way, big win. The only complaint I had about this game that annoyed the shit out of me was that the Heat were up 58 to 102 with like even before that with like 6 minutes left in the third quarter or more. They were up by like 40 points. They're up by 45 points at one point with a few minutes left in the third quarter. And Jimmy, Bam, and Rozier were still out there. So I was like, why the hell is Jimmy and Bam out there? Even Rozier at that point, you're up by 45 points with like 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go in the third. Just take them out and don't play them again for the rest of the game. They finally called a timeout with like 2:30 left in the third quarter. So Jimmy's off the floor, Rozier's off the floor. I'm like, oh, nice, they got him off. And then Bam comes back in, which I didn't notice at first. I'm like, why is he freaking playing? I mean, was he going for the triple double? Because if he is, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen or heard. Because why would you risk an injury to Bam Adebayo? He played for another minute and a half, and then they finally called another timeout, and then he was off with 1 minute to go in the third. Didn't come back in, but that's the only complaint I have. I'm like, why is Spo playing 3 starters? And even Jaime, like I'm surprised. I guess like Swider and Orlando Robinson were back in the G League, so we didn't have them. Otherwise, they would have probably closed out. So I didn't really even want Jaime and Haywood to play all those minutes. But again, we had no one else. We just had really Kevin Love, who didn't play. He was dressed up, but they didn't need him to play because we just destroyed them. So that's my only complaint is why is Spo playing those guys up 43 in the third quarter. Like in my video I made earlier with the injury update around Kevin Love and Hero and all the players for the game, I mentioned in the third quarter, if the Heat are up by 25, like take Jimmy and Bam out. Like even if only up by 25, I suggested they were up by 45, which is insane. So only complaint, but either way, big win. Happy the Heat got that victory. Um, the only crappy thing tonight was that the stupid, shitty Los Angeles Lakers didn't hold their end of the bargain. They were playing against the Pacers tonight, and they lost by like 13 or so, um, which just absolutely sucks, man. I mean, it sucks that we're paying attention to other teams right now, but either way, the Heat won, the Pacers won, so there's still a game ahead of us. I believe the Magic lost, which is good. So we're only a couple games back from the Magic now. I think we're 2 games back from them, 1 game from the Pacers. But God, I was upset that I was going to even root for the Lakers tonight because I hate them so much. And that's the last time I ever do because they freaking suck. And they also lost to the Sixers, I believe, last week. So that was a huge game that they lost. They're not helping us that out at all. So screw the Lakers, go the Heat. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.